We're back with the bad vibe with Dwight and Jeremy.
This is episode 130.
That's right.
I'm doing it as if someone's typing or writing. You know, they're like,
we have a stenographer.
They're like, wait, hold on. What did he say? 130?
If you ever hear that faint clicking sound in the background, that's our stenographer taking all this down.
Yeah.
For the court case, it's sure to come.
I don't know what it sounds like. It doesn't sound like horses in the distance, right?
I don't know. I think those stenographers have like a special typewriter that only has like 6 buttons on it somehow.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen it?
It's got like half words already on there.
It's got and thee and to and shit like that already on it. But then if you say like commemorate, and they're like shit. They're like trying to put together like I have come here. Where's commemorate?
Come's a word on there. But like it's said a lot in courtrooms.
Their typewriters like seriously as wide as like 2 iPhones side by side.
They're like you wouldn't imagine, but come is said at least 20 times a day. In
a lot of rape cases.
Right? Yeah.
They're like, did the detective find the cum?
They're like, came. She's like, damn it, I'll just put cum. I'll go edit later.
Yeah, she puts cummed.
Yeah,
they laugh at her when they read the transcripts. Because you do think cummed. Came never sounded right to me.
Yeah. The guy says jizz. She's like, cum's the same thing.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. He's like, I never said cum. I said jizz.
The past tense of jizz is jizz.
I jizzed all over the rape victim. I didn't cum on her.
He gets out of the technicality.
He's like, technically I came on her.
Yeah.
Right? But I never cum on her.
Do you say came? How often do you talk about nut in the past tense, though?
I don't think so. He's like, oh yeah, he's like, I could have said nut. Right?
You're sitting there scratching your head one day, and your wife's like, what's wrong? You're like, I can't remember where I came last night.
Yeah.
And she's like, it's in my hair, something like that. You don't really say came, and when I do hear it or say it don't sound right.
Yeah.
It sounds too dignified for what it is.
Sometimes, like, if we're like, we know we're gonna like do it later, I'm like, hey, what are we gonna do later? She's like, I don't know. I'm like, nothing. She's like, whatever.
She's like, not me.
Oh,
dude,
shit.
Speaking of fucking your wife,
I got a peanut allergy.
Speaking of fucking your wife,
she's got a penis allergy.
Her sister does. Anyway,
oh shit.
I have in my notes, and I read it right before we started, and I was like, what did I mean? But now I remember.
Mm-hmm.
Your wife, who you say her name on here, right?
Crystal.
Yeah. I wrote in my notes, Crystal got fucked on bikes. But the emphasis is Crystal got fucked on bikes because you got.
I was like, what?
I know. When I read it, I was like,
was I at work?
When I read it, I was like, how? And how do I know?
Yeah.
But you got into this bike thing recently.
Yeah.
You're obsessed with bikes. Every single day, just for the listeners, you know this. Every single day you call me and talk bikes for like 20 minutes. Okay. You're like, I'm going to buy a bike. You buy a bike every day this week.
I didn't call you today about it.
No, we're talking about it now.
I bought a bike yesterday.
Okay.
No other day of the week. Oh, wait. Hold on. Saturday.
Yeah. You bought 2 bikes this week.
Today's Tuesday.
It's been 3.5 days.
Oh, shit.
So you told me a while back, you're like, yeah, I'm going to start riding bikes, try to get in shape, whatever. And then you're like, and I told you, I was like, dude, it's hard to find bikes because of COVID or whatever.
Yeah.
So, and you were like, order one online, and you couldn't wait for it to come in, so you bought one for $2.50 at a garage sale.
Yeah.
And I was just thinking it's funny that...
Well, I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to fix this shit up.
You're getting a bike signed by Lance Armstrong.
No.
And your wife's getting one that's just like Sanford and Son. Signed by
He's signing it with his nut.
He came on the bike. But I just thought it was funny.
There's nothing better than that.
There's you think when he shoots a load, it's half a string? Or full string? Because your balls aren't something that has cum in them, right? Or are they?
Yeah, that's what built it.
I didn't know they were hollow. I thought your balls made cum.
Yeah.
But I didn't know they stored it.
Yeah, your body ain't storing it anywhere else.
Yeah, where else would
it's made there? Yeah.
It's in your mouth. You're like, I don't know.
It to what you spit.
Yeah.
That's what we spit all the time.
Yeah. But I don't know how it works. But it seems like he one of his balls got cut off due to cancer.
Mm-hmm. So now he just has half the sperm count.
I guess it's still like 1 billion. But when he shoots a load, I imagine it'd be like half a string. Like you ever get like one of those
in spurts?
Yeah,
because it's like maybe from one nut it shoots and then the other, so it's a steady stream. It looks like. So instead, it's just like one little engine that can't.
It's like when you get those little party streamer things and it's got a bad nozzle on it. It's like little short pieces come out.
Oh,
I don't know. That's just something I wondered. Anyway. Now they're off the bike. It's funny because I didn't even have anything.
Definitely not Lance ball strong.
No. But
he's halfway at best, right?
Yeah, I'm sure his one ball is better than both of ours. All four of ours. Yeah. I feel like having one ball would be nice if they moved it to the middle.
He's like, yeah, I was gonna say, he's like, I got more talent in my middle nut.
And he's right.
He's only got one, right?
Yeah,
it seems like positioning it would be weird.
Well, you know how, like, I don't know if it's everybody, but for me, like, one of my balls is way lower.
Okay.
Like, I don't even know how. It doesn't make sense.
That's pretty fucking weird.
One must just be way heavier, so it stretched out the sack.
You might want to get that checked out.
I'm not going to, dude.
Yeah, because I don't want to. Sorry, we're gonna have to cut them.
Yeah, I don't want to go to the ball doctor, dude.
You're not gonna have any balls. Next time you're gonna be like, we're back with the Bad Bad Podcast.
Like, I don't sound manly as it is.
With Twine and Jeremy.
But it's not about not having one of my nuts or anything. It's just them doing it.
I would purposely be like, with episode 130.
Yeah. You get like, yeah.
In a world where episode 130. Right?
I'm like, yeah, it's 130, guys.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, I wouldn't care about the effect of not having the ball. Mm-hmm. Just the cutting of the ball stuff. It's like the vasectomy. It freaks me out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a friend of mine, he was all like, oh yeah, man, that's cool. He's like, our procedure is so much simpler than theirs is. Mm. So I just told my wife I'd do it.
What a fucking loser.
Yeah, and I was just like, really? I was like, yeah, but they like went in there and like did a little cut. He's like, yeah, they did a little cut and they're just done. And I'm like, they went in there and like cut and like put they're like splicing together. The guy's like giving him a 9/16.
They got a soldering iron.
Yeah, and he's like in there like, well, he's got a hood.
Yeah,
he's like welding in there.
Yeah,
he's like, look at this bead. You know what I mean?
I always imagine, and I think we've probably said it on here before, but I always imagine, I don't know where they cut or what they do. But I always imagine...
He like cuts it and like starts spraying out.
Cum?
Like, you know what I mean?
They gotta squeeze all your cum out?
He's like, I got it in my mouth. You know what I mean? He's got this little scalpel and he's like...
The nurse is over there catching it on her tits.
That's where she keeps the little like napkin to clean it up.
But I always imagined... Alright, this is a audio podcast, but let's say my finger is my dick. And the fist you make when you make a point...
Sucks for you because you got a tiny fucking finger.
I know, and it's got a fingernail on the end of it. This is an accurate portrayal. So let's say, like, the way if you point, like, you're pointing at somebody with your index finger, mm-hmm. Your finger sticking out as your dick, and, like, the clump under the fingers is your balls. Okay. I always imagine they cut right there at, like, the apex of where the top of your ball skin...
It's not?
I don't know. But that freaks me the fuck out.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes...
You got a little, like, C-section scar on your dick.
Yeah, well, right? if I scratch my balls, I don't even scratch that part because it, like, weirds me out. It's like the opposite of
your... That's like the little, like, the gizzards part, right?
Yeah, it's like the like where lymph nodes would be or something. It's like that weird where the top of your bag ties, or like is sewed or whatever. It's stuck.
It's not sewed.
To your dick.
I mean, it is after they're done.
Yeah. Right? That's what freaks me out.
Yeah, he gets in there with some yarn.
Yeah.
And like a crochet noodle.
Yeah.
A needle.
It's a grandma.
Yeah, he's like, Granny, get in here. It's always the doctor's grandma.
Yeah,
right. It's like
she always makes you
a little partnership deal.
She makes you a little scarf out of ball skin, which probably a good scarf.
You look a little cold. It is cold in here.
Yeah, but I just couldn't. I couldn't do that. I couldn't have ball cancer. If I do, I'll probably just die of it.
I mean, get one hanging that low.
I think it's normal. I've heard enough like joke references to like one ball hangs lower. I think it's normal. It's not way lower, but it's probably a good
foot. Yeah. You're like, well, this one touches my knee. The other one touches my dick.
Oh shit! But anyway, dude, this is something I had to get to once we got through the ball talk. Last night I went to the grocery store.
Okay.
And
some people were like, that was terrifying.
Yeah.
Because it's like they're doing all this stuff. There's like two different people. There's the people that are still wearing a mask and not going anywhere and they're like, oh, I can't do nothing.
Yeah.
And there's the people that are like partying.
Yeah.
So
there's nobody just living a normal life.
I'm part of the I'm going to say though, that's what I'm doing.
You're either in a hazmat suit or licking doorknobs.
It's like it's not like I mean, I have gone to the beach more this year than I have in the last, like, 5 added up.
Oh, 10 for me.
Yeah. I've went twice this year.
I don't think you can catch that shit at the beach.
So, I mean, you never know. You
the seagulls eat it before it gets to you. Yeah. You know?
Anyways, But I'm not part of like the partying group. I'm not part of the staying in. The only time I've worn a fucking mask, right? Because it was never like, you had to do it here.
Yeah.
There was never where
It was never mandatory.
Yeah, nobody said you had to do it. I mean, there was a couple, like, I think down in South Texas, there was a place where if you're in that county and you're caught without wearing one, it was $1,000 fine.
Yeah.
And if you're in your vehicle without one, for every person, it's a $250 person.
But wearing in your vehicle is pointless.
No, it has to be in your vehicle with you.
Oh,
that means you're ready to stop. You're able to wear it.
Maybe you're not
going
to stop.
The whole thing is fucking have it in your fucking car.
I know, but it's
you know what I mean? Like all of a sudden you get a flat tire, you're just on the side of the road. You're like, can't get out. Like there's some kind of weird airborne fucking sickness that you could die as soon as you open the door.
I mean,
there's movies like that, and they're awesome.
Our grandma's 80. She got it, and she was fine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're all like, yeah, she's got it. Let's quarantine her. She, like, never was sick.
We were already, me and you were like, did you hear Granny got the vid? And I was like, we were already like, dude, on the podcast, when she dies, we could say, like, I don't know if that makes us bad people or not, but it's what happened.
I mean, what's crazy is that she's fucking never showed symptoms.
Yeah.
So there's these people out there that are like, oh, yeah, I heard of this one guy. It's like my friend's cousin's brother's sister got sick and died of it.
Yeah, some people died.
It seems as if, I'm sure there's people out there, their family died out of them or something, right?
Yeah, if somebody died from it, that sucks. But just like it sucks if they get hit by a bus.
It hasn't affected anyone personally I know, and hasn't even affected anyone that I know their families.
Yeah,
there's never they hit close to home.
I know somebody on my dad's wife's side of the family
died of it.
No, damn. Her and her husband and I think one of their kids got it and were real sick.
Damn it! They might have just been sick because they fucking ate.
But also, it's like
Olive Garden.
You remember? I think we talked about it for sure on here. But when the fucking virus first hit, I got real sick. Not when it first hit, but when it first got real bad, like quarantine shit. I got real sick and had 104 fever for 3 days. Maybe I had it or maybe I didn't, but I was sick. It sucks. It's fine now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah, sure, some people die, but it's I don't know. A lot of people die. You know? Yeah. Some people get killed by cops. Some people get the COVID. I think that's the only two ways you can die now.
That's what's crazy. It's think about the people that are terrified of coronavirus.
The guy who got killed by the cop, George Floyd, had corona.
Yeah. Think about the people, though, that are terrified of coronavirus.
Yeah.
And they're black.
Uh-huh.
They're I need to call the police because
they don't even close their eyes when they wash their hair in the shower. Yeah. They're on the fucking on the lookout. Yeah. But anyway, so I was at the grocery store and this dude was in front of me. He's this older guy, probably in his early 50s.
He's probably dying of corona.
I hope so. And he had a kid with him, a 10-year-old. And so he said that he had that glassy-eyed look like he probably
drunk.
Thrown back a few before he came to the grocery store, as you do. I think he probably cracked open a 12-pack
in a
while he was
small
shopping.
town. Yeah, he drank some off the shelf.
Yeah,
right?
it was
he's
something.
Just paying for the cardboard now.
Yeah.
Right?
He's there were only 8 in there.
He's y'all give me credit for this recycled cans. He gets money back.
Yeah,
he's he's
just hoboing his way through the store. He's if I drink enough, I can make this even out.
He's got a stick with a shirt tied at the end of it, right? Empty cans jingling.
Yeah, so some Busch Light cans in it or something. Seems like bums always get the worst kind of cans. But anyway, so he was in front of me in the line, and I was standing on my little marker, and so anyway.
God, I fucking hate that shit.
I know. I purposely stand closer to people.
We went to a local grocery store, H-E-B, and it showed, at first, at the beginning of all this shit, they had the little stickers on the ground, and it shows that you're supposed to go down this aisle, and then down the next aisle, you're supposed to follow that down.
They're one-way aisles.
Yeah, now they're all one-way aisles, but starting at the same fucking side.
Yeah.
So they fucked up, put the stickers all wrong, probably trusted some night clerk kid, you know what I mean? Anyways... So we were going down an aisle. I don't go by it. You know what I mean? Anyways, we were doing something, and this lady was looking at us all pissed off, right? And I was just like, oh, I didn't think about it. We're probably going down the right aisle. I mean, if you just start at the right spot, you're going to go naturally around the aisles if you need to go down every aisle, but we don't.
Yeah.
I'm not going to have to go down the fucking baking soda aisle. There's nothing down that fucking aisle.
You never know what's down there.
Anyways, but you're forced to go down that unless you're going to skip the aisle you need to be able to go back around.
You go down the fucking tampon aisle or something?
I'm just I don't need nothing down here. Yeah. And my wife's like, I do. Right? No, but anyways.
Slap her hand away.
So this lady was looking at me all fucking crazy, and I realized we're going we're going the wrong way with it, right? Mm-hmm. So when we get done with that aisle, go to the next one, but it's going the same way. So they go to the next aisle, it's going the same way. So I'm like, are you supposed to just start in the front of the store, go down the end of the aisle, make your way all the way back around, go down that other aisle, just keep doing laps?
Yes.
So everybody's walking like through the deli to just go down every fucking aisle.
Just getting all their germs all over that fucking wet, sticky meat.
Whoever did it, because if this one side it says like do not enter, and the other one it says like enter, they all say enter from the same fucking front.
I mean, the people working at HEB are essential workers, but sometimes I think it means they're like essentially retarded.
Yeah.
Like they don't get Harvard grads there. I mean, no disrespect if you work there.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, did you graduate from Harvard? You know what I'm saying? Like, what'd you do? Did you do a stint in community college and couldn't hack it?
Look, I got my lawn degree there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I mean, they don't know left from right. That's what I'm saying.
No.
But
or front to back. Or,
yeah.
You know.
But all those little stickers that show you where to stand are 2 left feet. But so I'm standing there, and the guy in front of me, the guy who works at the store has a mask on. It's like store policy. And the guy, the drunk guy, is like, he's like, I just gotta ask you something. And he's like, yeah. And I could sense tension, so I like leaned in because I love it.
Yeah.
So he's like, why do you wear that mask? And the guy's like, he's like,
Yeah.
But he's like, they make us. And he's like,
that's what I hate. Like, you can't fucking understand them.
Especially when I'm going to listen to, like, possibly an argument.
I wish there was, like, a slang, like, name for them. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a honky. Yeah. I wish there was a name for people that wear masks.
Yeah.
Like, there needs to be one. We need to come up with it now and, like, spread it.
I think for us, they call them spreaders. We're spreaders.
We're spreaders?
I don't know. I heard that one time somewhere.
Really?
Yeah, because, like, you went on a trip around the world. And
I fucking love it.
I, like, spit on an
old lady when I had a fever. If I'm a spreader, what are they?
That old lady that when I went to get ice cream, remember we talked about it before? Mm-hmm. I had fever and I went to get ice cream because I was kind of hungry. Mm-hmm. And there was this, like, 84-year-old lady there.
Dying.
You think she's dead now? You would know. You know her.
Who?
She sweeps up at the big store close.
Oh, she's still alive. I saw her the other day.
I mean, that's
like,
good.
Hey, kiddo. And I'm all like, you're still alive.
She's right? So old. You were surprised she's alive, not she's considering
like,
Corona. Yeah.
I'm like, yes. I didn't see it happen. Right? You know, I was like, he's going to be so jealous.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, we got to record tonight. I got to tell you something. Yeah.
You killed her.
Oh, shit.
So anyway, so this guy's like, why do you wear that mask? And it sucks, what I was saying, it sucks when a masked person is having an argument with a non, because then it's like, your mom's a fucking whore. And he's like, he's like,
like I said the other day, they all sound like they're trying to take over Gotham. You know?
He's like, just pay for this. I can't talk like him.
Yeah.
I'm like, just pay for it. So
it's your Italian Bane.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So it's Baniano.
Banye.
Yeah, so anyway, so the guy's like, he's like, yeah, I know they make you wear them. He's like, I just let you know how fucking stupid that looks?
He said that?
Yes. That is a quote.
Oh,
and I was like, I was rubbing my head.
Is it the fat Mexican dude that works there?
Yes.
That dude's cool.
He's nice. He's a nice guy.
He's nice, yeah.
And the kid
looks like a fucking idiot.
Yeah. The kid.
Anybody that wears a mask does.
I mean, he looked like a specially one because.
You know what I wish they wore? Those fencing masks. Everybody's got one of those. Look like they have no face, right? And they have a sword.
Yeah, a little pointy sword with a cork on the end of it.
You need, like, you're paying with 20, and you poke it on the end of it. You put your money on the end, he does it. And you're like, I got the 14 cents. He's like, damn it.
You try to hand him your credit card. He's trying to grab it with 2 fencing knives or whatever they're called.
Oh, shit.
So anyway, so the guy looked especially stupid with the mask because he's real short, like no neck, real fat guy. Mm-hmm. So the mask just kind of wadded up.
Yeah.
So like he had a good like 3.5 inches, of face under the mask.
Yeah.
Normally it cups under your chin, but he had like 3 inches of face under the mask.
What sucks is that guy has to do it to be at work. And that guy's, you know how fucking stupid you look?
He's like, do you know how fucking stupid you look?
And he's like, you're right. He takes off his apron. I quit.
Falls over dead.
Right? We find out that, like, you know.
He dies from secondhand alcoholism. It's like, who knew?
Secondhand COVID.
Yeah.
Right?
So.
It's worse than the regular.
Yeah, it's way worse. Second wave.
Oh, shit.
So, and the guy said, I couldn't tell what the guy said because it was so mumbled. And he's like, he's doing his head like, yeah, I know. And he's like, no. He's like, I really want you to know how fucking stupid you look. He's like, look, it's nothing against you. You're fine. You're a good guy. But you look fucking stupid. And he kept doing that. He's like, not you. You're great. But you look like a fucking idiot. Like,
he's gonna be a nice guy about it.
I mean, but it made it worse.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like...
He's like, your mom's stupid. If she had you, and now you're wearing a mask.
Yeah. Your dad, his cum was stupid. His came was stupid.
Yeah.
So he keeps... And I'm telling you, like, without exaggerating, this lasted 5 minutes.
Shit.
And he's like, I'm just saying... And then he's like, think about it. And I was sitting there like... Okay. I was laughing.
When it was your turn, you should have been like, I think you look cool.
Yeah.
You know?
I was laughing the whole time because, like, right next to the guy, because it made me laugh.
Was it an old man?
Nah, like in his 50s probably. Like, maybe late 40s.
It's funny because you would have thought late 40s, 50s was old 10 years ago.
I don't know. Now I'm like, about my age.
Yeah, now you're all like, no, he's a young guy. Yeah, real young.
He had a real spry look in his eyes.
Yeah.
Actually.
His knee only creaked a little bit when he was walking.
I thought it was weird when I thought it must have been his grandkid. He had like a 9 or 10-year-old kid. The kid looked embarrassed, like not again, Paw, like that.
Yeah.
You know he does this everywhere he goes.
He's like, let's go to the grocery store again. He's like, no, not again. Yeah. He's like, what do you need? I was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Bag of gum.
He's like, I need to tell these people how fucking stupid they look. So he goes, think about it. You got your face covered, but why? He's like, you touch money. He's like, that's where you're going to get it from. You scratch your asshole, and then you touch money.
He said he scratched your asshole?
Okay, here's where I came in. I had to.
Oh,
He's like, you scratch your asshole, then you touch the money. And I was like, how do you scratch your ass? Because he made it sound like he gets his finger in his asshole and he scratches it.
You said that?
Yeah, I was like, how do you scratch your ass? And the guy's like, well, I mean, everything you touch gets it. And I was like, you think my asshole has it? Like... You know?
Oh, shit.
And he's like, I'm just saying. I was like, well, go. Like, yeah. I didn't want to...
Yeah.
I wanted to hear the thing.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, so you got this stupid fucking mask on. Again.
That dude just scratched his asshole and touched that money.
Yeah.
So they should have just, like, burned it.
I mean, the guy should have just been like...
The grocery store should have been just like, okay.
Take your beer.
Yeah.
Like, or just pour one of them on it to disinfect it. But he kept going on about the asshole and touching the money. He's like...
Then it's nothing about Corona.
Yeah.
It's just about assholes. He's like... But you got a nice asshole.
Yeah.
He's, what are you, about 25?
Yeah. Hey, let me get in there.
Yeah.
So, his whole thing was that you're touching money, so you're going to get corona. Mm-hmm. But the mask makes sense in that situation.
It would have been way better if he was buying corona.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean?
He probably had beer. I really don't remember what he had. Yeah. By the time I got to the line, he was kind of like done. Mm-hmm. So his groceries were in bags. But then there was 5 minutes after he was done of lecturing this dude.
I wish he was buying like Fruity Pebbles. You know what I mean? Just
silly.
Something like, yeah. You know? He's got a thing of like daffodils.
Yeah.
Something like strange.
Yeah,
and Fruity Pebbles.
Yeah. Yeah. He's buying a pack of that fake money they sell at that group for little kids. I think that's always a weird thing to buy. And it has Corona. But he's like, you're going to get it. But I was thinking, and I didn't butt in anymore. But it's like, yeah, you touch all this nasty shit, money and assholes and stuff all day, obviously. I was like, but he has a mask, so he isn't touching his face. That's the point.
Yeah, that's the whole point of it. Yeah, you can do whatever the fuck you want. And he's scratching his asshole in front of customers. The guy's like, hold on. The manager comes up. He's like, what are you doing? He's like, it's okay. I got gloves on.
Deep in his asshole.
He's got gloves on. See, it don't affect me.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, but it's going to affect the people.
Yeah,
they got shit all over their...
It's having a pretty big effect on business.
Yeah.
So we got a short, fat, older Mexican gentleman elbow deep in his own asshole. He's drawing in the wrong crowd.
This guy doesn't want some shitty sack of potatoes. The guy about his brown mustard.
Anyway, so he finally, like, I mean, I can't reiterate enough that he very, like, loud and clearly kept saying. What made it funny was
his asshole?
Yeah. No. Yeah. What made it funny was that he would be like, no, boy, the line, like, the next checkered lady motioned for me because it's open, and I was like, I'm not missing this. Yeah. I'll wait. But, So she was there, I guess, but there was not a lot of customers.
Yeah.
But he kept saying, he's like, look, I don't mean nothing against you, but you look fucking stupid. And it was so funny, like, the juxtaposition of you're great.
Yeah.
You got a good tax tax return last year.
Yeah, he's like, you got a 760 on your credit score.
Yeah, your credit score is good. Your car's never ran better and it's clean. But you look fucking stupid.
Damn.
He's like, your wife, she bakes the best cookies.
Yeah.
Not to mention your daughter's ass.
Yeah.
But you look fucking stupid. But he kept doing it. I assume they knew each other because both of them looked... I mean, I know the guy from the store.
The guy's probably like...
And the dude looked familiar.
Next time he goes in there, he's like, hey, George. He's getting stuff.
He's not drunk.
Like, hey, Glenn.
I mean, it was...
He's like, you look fucking awesome today.
Dude, the guy's leaning in for the butt, and it doesn't come. He's like, you're a really nice guy. And the guy's like, come on.
Yeah.
He's like, that's it.
Yeah.
But it was one of those things that I was glad I witnessed because you really like you're a confrontational guy. Mm-hmm. You get in confrontations all the time. You get into like
on accident.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is like
out there looking for them.
A lot of people, I think generally people tend to lean away from confrontation when they can. You know what I mean?
Why though?
I'm just saying a lot of people do. Let's say it's half, whatever.
If you have an opinion,
you rarely see somebody that doesn't have an issue with the service at a place. And they had what he needed. The price was right. He had no issue with the service of the store.
Yeah.
Screaming obscenities at a price. You rarely see that. Yeah. You, I could see screaming. I think you probably have there. Because they fucked you on a bottle of water or something.
I just walked out.
Yeah, but to see a confrontation, there is no, like... the dude wearing the mask, there's no... Like, what can... He's like, okay, I look stupid. I mean, like, you just keep telling me I look stupid. There's no, what's the word I'm looking for? There's no way to resolve this. He's like, I look stupid with the... To be honest, the dude looks stupid anyway.
In the middle of all this, and he's like, I'm sorry, sir. He's like, credit or debit?
He's like, oh, no, sir, put in your pen.
Yeah. Oh, shit. That's awesome.
But it was such...
I feel bad for that guy.
Yeah.
I want to go up there and tell him next time. Even though he's just going to think, another one?
Tell him he looks great.
Right? I mean,
like, that
fucking
mask.
stupid. He's like, everyone's telling me this.
Next time you see that guy, just be like, you know what? That mask really makes you look nice.
I wonder, like...
I mean, he looks rough in it.
I know I've seen him in it. I went to go get something.
He looks like the Beverly Hills Ninja.
A few weeks ago. What's crazy is people have been doing this since, March? Right?
Something like
that. It got real hardcore in the middle, late March.
Yeah.
And, I mean, then April, May, and now we're in the middle of June. It's like, what the fuck, dude? This shit needs to fucking be over with.
It's not in the news anymore because of the riots and the...
Yeah.
I think riots have kind of calmed down quite a bit. But, dude, the fucking... Texas Longhorns football team, like 80% black, football team. A lot of them are saying that they're not going to play this year unless the university meets some, like, demands for, like, like they have, like, buildings on the campus named after, like, Robert E. Lee and shit like that.
Oh, they want them to change.
Yeah.
So, in that town, in Austin,
Austin's like the super liberal.
They're like, oh, I'm so sorry. Well, we should have done this before.
We're going to name it after, a black guy that robbed the liquor store or something,
Yeah.
Is that better? And they're like, what's your name after?
Martin Luther King? Or...
We got good ones.
We're like, hold on. Anytime anyone's trying to think of, they say, like, Martin LutherKing, Malcolm X. And
that's how you know, because people are like...
They're like, Bill Cosby, no. Right? You know what I mean?
O.J. Stone.
Mike Tyson.
I mean, he was a rapist too, but everybody's cool with it now. So.
Yeah. And then they're like, they got to see what kind of person you are, and they're like, Obama? Right?
Yeah. So it's funny that... When you're trying to think of a type of person, you come up with Obama and Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
They shared nothing in common except that they're both, even if they're both black, it's like, yeah, but that they're both Americans, possibly.
I was talking about Barack Obama being Irish.
He is Irish.
He's black Irish.
Yeah. But anyway, so it's funny that you said that, though, because... You talk about, like, this country doesn't have a racist problem or what. And then we're like, all right, let's name prominent blacks. Everybody comes up with the same three.
Yeah, I'm like...
It's
Yeah.
My friend Jason's nice. He's black. You know what I mean? They just put a statue up of a dude I'm friends with. It's like he's never done anything remarkable, but
I mean, what are they gonna? They're just gonna name it something else then? They don't, maybe not name it after a person, so it's not either or.
Either that, and either name it after like Malcolm X or my friend Jason or something. But dude, the big one though for the football team is like I know most
call it like the Dave Chappelle building.
That would be pretty badass. Yeah. I mean, he is a prominent black person though.
Yeah.
Because he's famous, everybody knows who he is. He's smart as fuck. Like, you know, when you hear him talk, you're like, okay, he's one of the smartest people I've ever heard. So why wouldn't you name it after him?
I have a feeling like maybe Samuel L. Jackson, right? Because
I
it's
think
like
he's too like
white people like him as a black person.
Yeah, white people.
You know what I mean?
White people that aren't comedy fans either don't know or don't like Dave Chappelle. Maybe.
Yeah.
They're like Chappelle show was good, and he stopped doing it.
Yeah.
You know, because he whatever. But anyway, the big thing that the football players want, and people are mad. And I know like a lot of our listeners aren't from this state or even this country, but there's a song like the fight song for the school or whatever, the school song. And it's a very famous song, The Eyes of Texas. They want to change that.
What?
To something else, yeah.
That's been since like the 1800s.
Yeah, I think it started like around 1900 or something. But it's a big, I mean, my son knows it, you know? And it's called The Blue Eyes of Texas. No, it's like the White Devil Eyes of Texas. No, but well, apparently
they want to change in it.
They want to change. They said they want to get rid of it and like come up with a different song.
It's gonna be like jazz.
It's just rap.
Yeah.
It's like first off, fuck your bitch. That would be. I'm all for that.
Yeah.
They just do hit them up. But anyway, apparently, there's like this like group at the University of Texas, like kind of like a fraternity, but maybe not. I don't know. But they used to do every year. They would do like a variety show, and up until like the mid to late '60s, one of the acts they do every year is they would sing "The Eyes of Texas" in blackface.
Oh, why?
But not. I don't know. I don't know
why.
I don't know why people love blackface.
Right?
I grew up in a racist home in a racist town. I've never seen somebody in real life in blackface, but everybody famous has done it. There's like Jimmy Fallon. Did you see that?
No.
Oh, dude.
Well,
Jimmy Fallon did blackface on SNL.
I saw that,
and he apologized for it.
Howard Stern did.
Oh yeah, that was amazing.
But the guy that's in the video with him was a black dude, and there was all a joke.
But the reason that what Howard Stern did, what was funny about it is, he was making fun of Ted Danson for doing blackface. Ted Danson was dating Whoopi Goldberg for some reason. I guess Diane said no.
Oh yeah, that is weird.
So was Diane the right name?
Isn't she gay?
She is now. Ted Danson turned her. Yeah. She's like, stop making fun of black people.
Yeah.
Or I'm going to start fucking chicks. So, I don't know why. Ted Danson, I mean, I assume he's like a good-looking dude for the 90s, the 80s. He was famous. Anyway, he went to like the Oscars or something crazy. You got to see it. And he just has blackface.
What?
Not painted to look like a black person. You know there's a difference.
Yeah.
Painted to look like a black person, they call that blackface now and they get mad about it. And it is weird and creepy. But blackface is when you leave around your eyes and around your lips.
Yeah.
And you like paint your lips real big and white.
Oh, shit.
I mean, it's the point of blackface is making fun of black people like they're stupid.
Oh, wow.
That's why people get so mad about it.
I've seen the ones where like artists and like models and stuff are doing it to where they look, you know what I mean? And then they're getting shit.
They get shit for it. And it's weird to do that. But blackface...
Models, instead of getting death threats, they're getting rape threats. Yeah. Right? They're like, we always get
this. They've been getting them. So,
you want to stick what mask?
Yeah.
Right?
So, that guy's like, and then you'll get COVID. So these students used to...
Are they going to call this time the mascara?
Oh, shit. Maybe we were born with it.
Maybe it's COVID-19.
I hope everybody listening laughed there. And they're not just like, what? So anyway, so these kids, they said up until like the mid-60s, they would dress in real blackface. I saw the pictures with the big lips and the thing, and it would be like Sing the Eyes of Texas. And apparently,
how do I not know these things?
You don't keep up.
I mean, I don't
want to know them. Well, I know that because that's the team I follow.
You know how many people I probably know that are white, right?
A lot.
That like have wanted to do that, but like don't have the balls to do it.
Blackface, yeah.
Yeah, and then I'm thinking like, what? Why would people do that? I mean, I'm a big person, like you said, confrontational. However you say that word.
Confrontational.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm not going to go do something deliberately like that. I'm more of a, if I see an issue, I want to point it out.
The joke's on the listeners. We're both in blackface now.
Oh, shit.
They'll never know.
We're both kneeling or whatever, right? Yeah. Did you see the thing where it shows the guy kneeling, right? It shows the guy kneeling, and then it's again him, and it's the swastika?
What?
Yeah. If you kneel, right, with one leg behind you, one leg down, right, it makes the form with your body and the way your leg's going out with your leg down, and then your other leg behind you, and then you double that over, it's a swastika.
Just draw a swastika.
So, anyways, someone did that to where the guy's standing like that, and then his legs again are behind him. It's a fucking swastika.
Somebody did that because they thought it was funny, though.
Yeah. But it was creative.
Yeah, I as a somewhat creative type, I gotta like always lean towards the creative people.
Not only was that creative seeing that, but that's also one of those conspiracy theorists, because they're saying that's why cops are going out and doing this, because that's like kind of saying
there is no way
that they're kneeling down, showing. Yeah, no, all these cops are.
Have you ever met cops?
They're like, hey guys, they're like, while Officer Jones is in the bathroom, we're all going to go out there and kneel. The reason is
it would take them
half a swastika.
There hasn't been
as long as there's an even amount of us, it's good.
There hasn't been somebody has like prime numbers, you know that. Yeah. There hasn't been enough time since George Floyd died to now for a cop brain to, to come up with it.
Yeah.
People give cops way too much credit. Have you met cops?
Yeah, they're stupid.
They're generally not super smart.
Yeah,
like grocery store workers. They're not from Harvard.
And they're kind of similar to like Army and people. You know what I mean? Like,
you know which cops I like? You know, one of them kicked our door down once.
Dead cop.
I'm wiping off my blackface so that you see the look of.
Yeah.
So. The kind of cops that I have always noticed to be very like calm and handle situations is ex-Marines. Because like they've had like Afghanis shooting at them, so when some black dude like gets a little loud, which is like a cultural thing, whereas like we both have a friend, it's a black dude who is the nice guy, but anybody that doesn't know him always thinks he's mad because he talks very loud. He's like, yeah, you know what? Well, fuck that because we're going here. And he's just agreeing with me on something. So when a black guy gets loud, sometimes those cops get scared. Cops are scared of black.
Yeah.
A lot of white people are afraid of black people because they're big, they're strong, they all have six packs for some reason. Yeah. I get it, But and
they just believe that the black dude probably hates them.
Yeah.
So, like, if I let my guard down, he's going to kill me.
It's cyclical.
Right? And you're like, you're at the grocery store. Right? Maybe that 50-something-year-old dude yelling at the clerk guy, he's probably going to get mad.
If he would have been a black dude.
If you got a mask on, you're going to die.
You know what I mean? That's a good example of if he would have been a black dude. Like,
oh, shit, and a cop walks in, he would have been arrested.
He would have. Without a doubt.
But since it's just a white dude.
If a cop would have walked in, even with a white dude like that, the cop probably would have came over and been like... It was obvious to me that he wasn't going to fight or anything, but he is screaming obscenities.
He tells the cop, he's like, no, he's a nice guy. He just looks fucking stupid.
Yeah. He's like, officer, you're a great guy.
Yeah. The officer's got a mask on. He's like,
he's like, right? But the hat. Yeah. You look fucking stupid.
He's like, look at me, I got a badge. Right? He's just making fun of everybody. Right?
I had a better joke, but I couldn't think of what it's called. Batman's belt. What's it called?
Batman's belt.
Utility belt.
On what? Oh, that little...
He's like, look, officer, you're a nice guy.
Yeah.
But that utility belt makes you look like a faggot.
Yeah. Makes you look like Robin.
Yeah. So anyway, he... so Texas. University of Texas. So here's something that a lot of people... I mean, obviously, like, this isn't a sports podcast, but University of Texas is in Austin, which is like the most liberal city... Definitely in Texas,
yeah.
But in the South, one of the more liberal cities, and but it's white liberals. It's like those people that are washing black people's feet, which weirds me out.
What?
Yeah, It's that
They're
kind
washing
of
black people's feet?
Yeah, they're like, I'm so sorry for what white people did to you, and washing their feet. It's like, just be nice to people and raise your kids right.
Nobody did anything to him.
Yeah. Well, you know, people, maybe somebody did do something racist.
Oh,
to him.
yeah, but I mean, like...
Even if I did something racist to a black dude, washing his feet is a weird way to apologize for. Unless I threw something on his feet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If I'm like, hey, coon, and like threw like my rest of my burger at his feet, then washing his feet is appropriate.
Yeah.
But washing their feet, it's weird. There's some liberals that are like way out there. They're wearing this African...
Some guy opens up the door for you, walk in, you start washing his feet, right? That's to say thank you, right? Now he's going to slip around. He's got wet feet.
Dude, my dad's going to spend the rest of his life washing feet if he has to make up for his racism.
Where are they washing feet at?
I don't know. I just read headlines.
Is it like the Mormon thing? You know what I mean?
No.
They're all just like sitting at the bus stop, and these people walk up like in a weird sexual way with a bowl of water.
Yeah.
Right? And they start... Have you seen those?
You've told me about it.
I've never seen it in person.
Yeah.
I've seen it on movies.
You dated a Mormon. You had to clean his feet in the towel.
Yeah.
You're just like walking around, a little like gleam coming off your feet. But anyway, so Austin is a very liberal city. A lot of the demands that these football players are, and some of them are like the stars of the team, you know. And a lot of the demands they make sense. It's like, it is kind of weird. I'm not one of these like, let's tear down statues guys. But when they do, I'm always like, yeah, it makes sense. Like, I don't care if they do or not. But it's like, it is weird that we have statues up of Confederate generals.
You know how I get...
That's a little
I know
odd.
about the statue thing now. And now I'm piecing it together. Because today I saw a thing. And this is how I get my news. All right, you're going to laugh.
On the podcast?
No, well, that too. But this is how I get my news when I know it's a new thing. I see that Forrest Gump thing where it says, and just like that. Now everybody's mad
That's
at statues.
how you know what the new thing is.
Yeah, so I was like, statues?
Yeah.
And I haven't been able to look into it because I saw it today, and this morning or whatever. But it was like, and just like that, people were mad at statues.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's when I'm normally like, people were mad at, cops or whatever. Yeah. And I was just like, what?
The cop thing led into the statue
I knew that
thing.
one, yeah.
But the black people got a raw deal, to say the least.
White people are like washing their feet, they're like, oh, it just stays brown. They're like, I thought I could wash it off.
They turn his foot over, they're like, see, it's coming off. I know I stole that from Blazing Saddles.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, they're like, don't you want to be more like us? It's like, no.
They would start with the feet, work our way up.
Yeah.
Right?
The
they
feet.
get to the dick, and they're like, damn it.
We're going to need a bigger towel.
Like, I ain't going to be able to make that look white.
Yeah, you will.
Oh,
shit. So, keep scrubbing. You have white face on. But, yeah, so, like, when I saw the white people scrubbing black people's feet, I put myself in that situation. And I thought of my friend, the guy I was saying was real loud. Mm-hmm. And I was just like, I couldn't. I was like, I'm just washing his feet. Like, that's so weird to me.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, you know how...
the dudes washing other dudes' feet?
I mean, yeah. You can't wash a girl's feet. That becomes...
Like a dude's washing a girl's feet and a girl's
She's like,
washing...
slow down. He's like washing her fucking pussy.
Yeah.
But,
wow.
So, anyway... So, Texas, the University of Texas football team, they were the last football team to win the national championship with an all-white team. They won the national championship in football in 1969, all whites, which is pretty impressive, really.
Yeah.
But so there is like a racial tension of you know what I'm saying? The people who put their money into the school, the boosters, rooted for that team for sure. Yeah. Like they were around back then. So and they see these young black guys. On it. Yeah, exactly. And you see like these young black players, and black people tend to be more like outspoken, flamboyant, boisterous, those words. Mm-hmm. And old white people see that and they think that they're dumb.
So who's the main statue they're tearing down?
And for Texas or just...
Yeah.
Well, they have a statue of some... I don't know. There is some statue that they want to replace with statues of like, like black people or whoever, like...
Well, most statues are darker in tint.
They all look like black people.
Yeah.
Yeah. But,
I mean... See, look at the nose. That's what I'll tell you.
Yeah.
They're like, you got little lips. You got thin white lips.
Yeah.
Right?
Some black people have thin lips.
He's been at the beach all day.
Yeah.
That's what it is, right?
Yeah, but so the statue thing, it's like it's not a thing to me, but I get why people are into that. It's
stupid. It's history. You can't change history.
No.
Because
I understand that, but what I'm saying is, so there's statues all over the South of Confederate soldiers and stuff.
If you don't want to go to that school, don't go to it.
Yeah, maybe.
But there is a thing where, and I do see this part of it is history for the school, and there's a time and place for all that. But
World War II was more recent history.
Sometimes
you wouldn't see Nazi statues.
Sometimes old stuff shouldn't be displayed.
Well, even if it is displayed, the reason that it's displayed, and this is what a lot of people kind of don't know, is that a lot of that shit was put up purposely as like a, look at that, black people. This is what we think. This is what we like. It really is the reason they put those up. Those things weren't built right after the war. They were built like during like 50s and 60s and shit.
Yeah.
And some of them were before that, but I mean, they were building statues of like Confederate soldiers and stuff, while at the same time pretty regularly hanging black people for, like whatever.
Like from one.
Yeah, exactly. For like looking at a white girl or something like that. Mm. So there's racial tension in our country, and I don't know if it'll ever go away. And so what they're trying to do is like, well, hey, look, these are football players. They bring in a ton of money to the thing. Everybody loves to see them and stuff like that. And they have a voice. It's not like you have to do exactly what every person tells you, but they do have a voice because they're big stars. So they're just using their voice. They probably won't get everything they demand, but I mean, I'm sure they won't be like, they'll change the name of like, whatever. Robert E. Lee.
They call it the Texas Long Dicks.
That would be the best. I would vote for that. But I don't know. I like the idea of people like trying to make change and stuff. It's scary. It's a weird time. And I know black people would say like, well, it was scary for us when we saw a black dude get killed instead of arrested, So I get that, but it's always weird, like, but it is fun. It's fun to see the news, and it's like, we always talk about, like, there's nothing ever good here. Now there's, like, a Wendy's burning down. And
what if, like, there's, like, the whole saying, like, well, if I had a gun to my head.
Yeah.
What if I had a knee to my neck?
If I had a knee to my neck?
Right?
It's like, all right, knee to your neck. Who'd you rather fuck? Yeah. Jennifer Aniston or Courtney Cox?
Oh, shit. Jennifer Aniston.
Anybody that picks Courtney Cox, I can't trust. Mm-mm. Jennifer Aniston is objectively better looking than Courtney Cox. Mm-hmm. It's just not even close. But I've been in that argument so many times. How like stupid I am.
Any one of the friends would tell you Jennifer Aniston.
I mean, only one of them fucked Monica. They all
fucked them.
No, but I'm saying for the show.
I mean, you can't say Joey didn't fuck all of them.
But everybody fucked. What's her name?
Who?
Oh, I guess Chandler never fucked Rachel.
Yeah.
But the other two did. And Phoebe probably scissored with her a few times.
The other two fucked Rachel. Who? Ross definitely did.
Ross and Joey. They both fucked
Joey
Rachel.
fucked her?
Yeah, at the end.
Oh, towards the end. Yeah.
So, we should start a Friends recap podcast.
None of them fucked Phoebe, though, right?
No, but they should have. I always
feel
liked
like
Phoebe.
Joey probably did.
Yeah, he probably did.
Because she's all, like, weird and kinky.
Yeah.
She would fuck anyone.
I feel like if you hooked up with Phoebe, she'd want to put on a strap on and fuck you in the ass. Something like that.
A little weird, yeah.
Yeah. Which I've never done, but I mean, if Phoebe asked, I'd probably do
Having
it.
her brother's kids will probably do that.
Yeah. That show is, like, kind of bad. Like, I enjoyed it. I used to watch it because, whatever.
Yeah.
But, like, now I have, like, all the streaming shit. Like, I don't ever watch it. Today, dude, that's what's crazy. I was at home. My wife wasn't home yet. I was watching Seinfeld. Mm-hmm. And I've been, like, working my way back through it. And she got home, and I just paused it. I threw the remote to her, and I was like, you can watch something, because I know she don't like it. Mm. And she's like, all right. So she changed it. She put it on step by step.
Ugh.
And I started laughing. She's like, what? And I was like, I'm just saying, like, you can watch what you want. I was like, you changed it from Seinfeld.
Every once in a while, I'll tell my wife.
Everybody admits the greatest sitcom ever made to step by step.
I'll tell my wife sometimes, like, here, watch something. I'm like, for real, I'm just going to play on my phone, or I'll play a game or something, or whatever. She's like, okay. She's watching something.
The Midget Network.
No, and it's just like...
She loves midgets.
MTV, right? It's a lowercase M.
You beat me to it.
I can tell those wheels are moving.
I was doing it in sign language.
All right. Anyways, so she was watching something, and I was making fun of it. Like, they said something, and I was like, really? And she's like, shut up. And they said something, I'm like, really? I think I was probably waiting on you to come over to record.
Yeah.
And I'm just sitting there, like, watching it. And I'm just like, this is fucking stupid. She just paused it and changed, like, turned it off. Was pissed.
It's exactly what just happened in my house.
She turned it off, whatever. And I went to where it's, like, just back on dish or whatever. And then just started messing around on her phone. I was like, no, watch what you want. You know?
Exactly.
I was like, I'll just go back. She was pissed.
That's exactly the story I was telling.
By step. Exactly the same, right?
It is. It's like I don't know what Seinfeld.
I don't know what the fuck she was watching.
I told my wife, I was like, it's just funny. I was like, I was watching Seinfeld.
Mm-hmm.
Objectively, everybody says the greatest sitcom ever made. You change it step by step. Everybody gets it mixed up with like Boy Meets World or Nobody Cares.
Yeah. Seventh Heaven.
Yeah.
Right?
And she kind of like rolls her eyes or whatever.
Like, no, Seventh Heaven was Christian people. They did not have
They would have had a divorce.
Yeah, especially two of them.
Seventh Heaven fans are like, I will not stand for this.
On Step by Step, did the other parents die?
They were stepping their way to hell with that divorce.
Is it like the Brady Bunch?
Probably, because...
So the Brady Bunch, there's like their spouses died, right?
Yeah, well, no. The wife's... The husband's wife died. The wife's husband didn't.
Well, where's that dude?
I think he showed up later.
I wish he was in prison.
Yeah.
Right? That would have been made for a better story.
They have a whole episode about him avoiding rape.
Yeah.
Narrowly.
Like, it's Brady Bunch, and it's like, da-da-da-da-da, right?
And then it's like, fresh, fish.
Yeah, it shows him and his other cellmates, right, in the little squares, right? It's like this Brady Bunch, but it's, you know what I mean? So, I don't know. What if they remade it, I guess? I guess that's what they kind of did with Step by Step, kind of, right? They try to do that same kind of scenario where
it was the same.
All these kind of cuts.
It's an awful show.
Yeah.
That copies like a corny show.
I mean, there's like a fat girl on it or something like that.
There's a fat chick.
But she was like funny.
There's like a hot sister. There's a nerd.
There's always a hot sister. There's always a nerd. You gotta have certain people.
That's what I'm saying.
So everyone has someone to like relate to.
She changes it.
But there's never a black guy. No. There was never a black guy on Brady Bunch.
No,
right?
no. There might have been an episode where a black dude showed up and the dad's like, I mean, he can stay in the yard, but you know.
Yeah, he's like, why is he looking at Marsha that way? You know.
Why does his nose look like hers after the ball hit her?
That wasn't a football that hit her. That was his dick. They were playing football. He jumped a little high and fell out the bottom of his shorts.
Yeah, the head of it just broke her nose. Just by grabbing it. He didn't fling it.
And that's why Jan was so pissed, because she wanted to get hit in the face. Right?
Yeah. So anyway, so I said that, and she's like kind of rolls her eyes or whatever. And she's watching it for like a few minutes, and I'm like trying to enjoy it. And then there's just a joke that I'm just like, it's like the nerd kid.
Is it canned laughter?
Oh, yeah. I mean, Seinfeld is too, but Seinfeld earns the laughs.
Yeah.
So there's the nerd kid. And in sitcoms, nerds have to be geniuses. They can't just be fucking losers.
Yeah, they wear glasses. They're geniuses.
A kid that looks like
they
that
got
isn't
their pants
necessarily...
up high.
Exactly. He's like White Urkel.
It's a blonde kid?
Yeah. Big glasses and shit.
Yeah.
So he makes some kind of joke about... I guess they moved from some big city when she married this dude, and they live in like Wisconsin or something. Mm-hmm. And he's making a science project, and his sister's like, I think you've done enough work on it. You're going to win, obviously. And he's like, I don't know. Some of these farm kids are pretty smart. And that gets a laugh. And I was like, all right. I was like, and she just pauses it and like rolls her eyes. And I was like, seriously.
Yeah.
I was watching Seinfeld, and you changed it to this. She's like, you know what? I don't even care. She like, she goes back, puts it on Seinfeld, throws the remote, and storms out of the room. And I went and I was like, I don't care if you watch. I was just saying, like I was joking. She's like, you're just gonna keep saying it, and I was like, I mean, Google it. You can Google, is Seinfeld better than Step by Step?
We had the same scenario, just she didn't say shit after it.
Yeah, I got a little bit. My wife doesn't like confrontation, so when she's mad at me, she normally just ignores me. But she's like, here, whatever, just watch whatever. And then she tries to act like she's not mad. She's sitting there eating a piece of chicken. And I was like, you can watch Step by whatever, you know. I'm just like demeaning her. Watch, let's see if the nerd wins.
You're looking at a step down from Seinfeld, right? Maybe 2 steps.
I'd like to step off a bridge if you play another episode of this.
Wow.
It was god-awful. The dad just looks like a fucking faggot. Like, Just
I don't remember. I can't. I can like see the house.
The
Is
opening
it on like the previews or something?
This will bring it back to you.
Yeah.
The opening.
I don't want it to be.
No, just listen.
Let's talk about Seinfeld.
You
again.
know this show. The opening credit scene, where it shows them like it stops on one guy and shows his name. That shit on a sitcom is them at like a amusement park,
like roller coasters. And stuff.
And the whole time I'm watching, I just want the roller coaster to like shoot off the tracks and just kill them all instantly.
Yeah.
I mean, I want it to be because
it's like step by step, death by death.
Yeah,
they just all dying, like heads fucking getting chopped off.
I want the accident to be caused by the fat girl's weight.
What's their names?
I don't know.
Their last name?
Step. I don't know. It's probably something cutesy, I would imagine, or something like bland. Because they used to make...
It could be anything.
They still do. They make these shows to appeal to, like, middle America.
Yeah.
So you can't have, like... Their name can't be Ali or something. It's like... People are like, I'm not watching this terrorist show. Mm-hmm. So it has to be, like, Williams or...
But see, there's that one sitcom where this is, like, fat white dudes in love with this, like, black African chick or something like that.
It sounds terrible.
Right? She's got a name like Michonne or something like that.
She has a sword. She kills zombies.
Something like that. Yeah. Right? We got to record for Carl. No, anyways.
But you told me about that show, and I know what that is.
I heart, like...
Radio?
Michonne. I don't know what her name is. Look it up. It's real. It's I
don't know how.
It's I just put I Heart.
Oh, sitcom.
Yeah, sitcom I Heart. And I'm pretty sure it's something weird like that.
Of course, in here in the dungeon, I have no...
Yeah, we have no fucking...
Sitcom I Heart Failure?
No.
That came up.
It's her fucking name. It's something weird, though.
I Heart...
Of course, when it's all over, we'll have it.
Abishola?
Yeah, I knew it was something
Abishola?
weird.
It's like abolish.
I said Michonne, but it's close.
Like abolish slavery.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
But anyway.
Can't name a kid Abishola.
But he's some old nerdy white dude, and I'm guessing she's like a nurse or something like that. He's like obsessed with her. I don't know. It's something weird. I've only seen the previews for before it came out, like a little trailer for the show. Horrible.
Sitcoms haven't been good.
It looks like one of the worst ones.
There hasn't been a...
He's a fat white
I don't know
dude.
what's the last good
He
sitcom.
looks like the guy... He might be the guy off of that...
Well, he has fat wife.
Mike and Molly or something like that,
fat
right?
guy, fat wife.
Oh, that's horrible.
See, that is to appeal to like middle America, but now sometimes they'll
You can't have two fat on the same show. Well, shit, they did on Roseanne.
They do on this episode,
What?
the podcast.
No, I meant on those sitcoms.
Yeah, but Roseanne was good.
Yeah, we're sitting.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be comedic.
But when I'm
it's better than fucking Step by Step.
It is.
There's people that are like, I beg to differ.
They're like, step by step.
Yeah.
Delete my subscription. Step one.
Yeah.
Step two, enjoy the rest of my life. No, but anyway, that show, because they always do, like, they try to appeal to middle. Because that's why there's sitcoms that are super popular, and you're like, what? Like, you'll see these shows, and you're like, I can't believe that's popular. Like, what's the one, 2 Men and a Baby, or what is it called?
Yeah.
With Charlie Sheen? Charlie Sheen.
Oh, 2.5 Men.
Yeah. I knew 2 Men and a Baby was wrong. But,
I was like, that's a movie. And there was 2 of them.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it was like a different dude in the next one.
That's a rough... I think one of them had Steve Guttenberg in it, who was like in every 90s and 80s movie.
Guttenberg.
You know, he's Mahoney or whatever on...
Ted Danson's in it.
Police Academy.
Look, it all came back around. Ted Danson.
Right? And that's episode... No, so anyway, what they do is, now these sitcoms, they try to be diverse. Mm-hmm. So they're like, well, middle America is like a thing, but even they like diversity now. So they're like, all right, hear me out.
Like that one where it's a white dude and the black guy moves in next to him?
What if we took Mike and Molly, but Molly was a hot black chick?
Yeah.
And her name was Abolition. You know what I mean? That's what they do. So, and then
it's not a hot black chick. She's fat black chick too.
Oh, I thought she was hot.
No.
I'll never watch it now.
No.
You said Michonne. Michonne's hot.
No, I said her name is like Michonne. I didn't say she is.
Michonne is pretty hot.
Michonne is off of Black Panther.
That makes sense.
She's bald on there.
Ugh.
No dreads.
Ugh.
But she does have a sword, I think. Or a spear.
It is real hard for a chick to pull off being bald.
Yeah.
Some do. Black chicks kind of can
do it, yeah.
I think it's because
their head is shaped different than dudes.
They tend to have nicely shaped heads, and I don't know.
Yeah.
I have a theory.
Very small and like round.
You know why?
What?
Because black men have humongous dicks. So when they come out of a pussy, it's well fucking worn out. Their heads are the size of black men's dicks. They just fall right out. I guess. But black chicks are the only ones. I mean, you'll occasionally see a white girl that shaved head and be like, I mean, I would.
Yeah, but she probably has cancer.
Yeah, that's true. But black girls can pull that off.
Yeah.
Strangely. And also, oddly enough, they can, but they tend to wear, like, weaves and stuff. They don't need to. I mean, they do. You look better with hair, but...
Yeah.
Yeah, when you said...
Fake hair with, like, a little fucking barcode attached to it.
Yeah, it is weird.
Yeah, I mean, it's like...
Well, that's what the Jewish...
What's weird is when you see somebody, right? Let's say you go to, like, a grocery store, right? We've already went over this, right? And you look fucking stupid. That's what I want to tell those people. No, when you go somewhere... You're at a grocery store and you see, like, it's usually a black chick. Like, white girls, if they do wear extensions, it's just to make their hair fucking longer.
Doesn't have, like,
not a completely different fucking thing.
Yeah.
But there's, like, chicks that have, like, no fucking hair. They're, like, the black chicks are, like, bald.
Yeah.
And it's, like, that weird, just straight, matted down, Well, they wear all these, like, headdresses.
Yeah, well, they have short hair.
They have, like, Indian headdresses is what it looks like. But you'll go to a grocery store and you'll see one and she's wearing that. She's got all this stuff in it, whatever. And then, like, you go, like, a week later or whatever, and she's got, like, different hair.
Yeah.
And then, like, you go back, and then, like, she's got the other hair.
Well, because for her, the hair is an accessory the same way that your wife wears certain boots.
Yeah.
Or
I mean,
whatever.
that's just, it's weird because, like, I'm not used to that.
Yeah,
on a daily basis, I'm not used to that. So when I see it, it stands out as weird.
You came in one day and your wife had, like, big, poofy curls, and the next day she has, like, short hair matted to her head, and the next day she has pigtails.
Oh.
Yeah. That's my mom.
Let's fuck! Okay, anyways, alright. So this has been episode 130.
Yeah.
We don't know what it's named yet. Please like, subscribe, go find us on Facebook. You can look for us on Twitter, right? But we should be on YouTube soon again. I've been forgetting to put them back there. It doesn't get a good crowd.
It doesn't, but I like them to be there so that if somebody looks for it there, they'll find it. Also, if you're listening, like if your friend is like, "Hey, check this podcast out," and you hear it from his phone on iTunes, but you don't have iTunes, you can go on YouTube.
Yeah, go get you a fucking iPhone. Stop being a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Right?
I feel like people that don't have iPhones
wash off your blackface and go buy you a fucking iPhone.
That's what I was going to say. The people that don't have iPhones also are the guys wearing blackface.
An iPhone black.
Yeah.
Right? Anyways, so this has been episode 130. If you're listening to this, as always, you are the bad vibe.
That was probably pretty good.